Okay, good morning everyone. Today is March 18, 2026, and our agenda for today is the private conference for 6 civil works projects. But before we start, may we stand for a short prayer to be led by Sir Bernard Calabsano.
Good morning to everyone and to our Vice Chairman. May I request everyone to please bow our heads as we acknowledge the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we come before you today as we begin this procurement activity. We ask for your guidance, wisdom, and discernment in every decision that will be made. Help us to act with honesty, fairness, and integrity, ensuring that this process is transparent and beneficial to the people we serve. Grant us clarity of mind as we evaluate proposals and discuss options. Remove any bias or personal interest and allow us to focus on what is right, lawful, and in the interest and the best interest of our organization and community. May this procurement process be conducted with professionalism, accountability, and respect for all participants. Bless the work of our hands and guide us towards decisions that promote efficiency, stewardship of resources, and the common good. All this we ask in the name of the Father and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you, Sir Bernard. To begin with, may we ask the Back Secretariat, Engineer Cauayan, to please check the attendance for the determination of the quorum.
Thank you, Sir Vice Chairman. As to the attendance of the members of the Pitch and Works Committee, we have Sir Armando M. Cauayan, the Vice Chairman, Sir Bernard Calabsano, Ma'am Mary Queen Mutik. The box secretariat was informed that Sir Heritage Kevin De Leon, the box chairman, Ma'am Cecil Santos, member of the members of the Research Committee, and also Sir Elmer Escobar, and also the member of one member of the General Watch Committee, are viewing the proceeding online, and we were informed that they might be coming as the proceedings go conducted. As the attendance of the General Watch Committee, there exists a quorum.
Okay, thank you, Sir Jun. Considering that there is a quorum, I now call this activity to order. Sir Jun, please continue.
Thank you.
Attendance of other members of the BAC and also our prospective bidders. Ready?
Thank you again, Mr. Vice Chairman. As the members of the Technical Working Group, Procurement Secretariat, and other observers, we have Ma'am Wilmina C. Araw, Ma'am Adelisa Capusillo, Sir David Hidalgo, Sir Joe Remocal, Sir Edwin Galano. We were informed also that one of our DPWH member, in the person of Sir Harold Alvarez, is viewing the proceeding online. And also, we have observers from Cagayan State University, Piat campus, and the person of Mr. Maximo Dawan, Jr., Sir Marvin I.A. Barasi, Sir Juan Natiwa. And also for the members, we have also, we have also observer from Cauayan, Globet Verbano Madura. And for the members of the PAC Secretariat, we have Sir Hilario Waikase, Ma'am Cristel Capello Lego,
Present, sir.
Ma'am Baby Jane Pasqua, and your story. That's all, Mr. Vice Chairman.
Okay, again, thank you, Sir Jun. So we now proceed with our agenda for we discuss first the first project, since our observer is here from the CSU of Piat. So we begin with the contract ID number 25B00105. It is re-advertised. Sir Joe Revocal, please proceed.
Thank you very much, sir, and good morning to everyone. For contract ID number 25B00105, re-advertised, the project name is Convergence and Special Support Program, Sustainable Infrastructure Projects Alleviating Gaps, Major Strategic Public Buildings, Facilities, Construction of Multipurpose Building, Cagayan State University, Piat Campus. This project is located in Piat, Cagayan. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2. The funding source is FY 2025 GA with an approved budget for the contract of 4,825,000 pesos. For this project, this involves the construction of new one-story building with roof deck. For specific scopes of work, there will be other general requirements, earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, including electrical works. The total contract duration is 107 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, the required pickup license is size range of at least small B. For the SLCC, bidder should have completed the contract on major category of works with the construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, or that is equivalent to 2,412,500 pesos. Please take note that contractors under small B categories without similar experience on the contract to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the pickup. Nevertheless, it must still comply with the other eligibility requirements. For the major category of work, for the project, it is BICWOPLC buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame 1 to 5 stories. For the similar categories of work, as per supplemental bulletin number 1, they are shown in the presentation. Kindly refer to the supplemental bulletin number 1 for the details of the similar categories of work. For the work experience requirement for the key personnel, 1 project manager, 1 project engineer, at least a provisional project engineer for contract costing not more than 100 million pesos, but with an aggregate cost of 500 million pesos as per Section 3 of DO 148 Series of 2024. 1 materials engineer, 1 quantity engineer, or surveyor, 1 foreman, and 1 safety officer accredited by DOLE. For the minimum major equipment requirements, they are also shown in the presentation as well as in the bid data sheet of the bidding documents. Please take note that for concrete batching plant, it must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards, and it must be at least portable mechanical batching plant. For in concrete mixture must be by weight as per DO 253 series of 2003. Also, please refer to DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment. That's all, sir. Vice Chair, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergio. For this, the first project, any question? Center from the Cagayan State University. From the back members. Okay, so being none, we now proceed with the second contract. With contract ID number 25B0085. Again, Sergio.
This contract ID number 25B0085 re-advertised as a project name Convergence and Special Support Program Special Road Fund Motor Vehicle Users Charge as per RA 11239, installation of integrated solar street light along Maharlika Highway, Package 1, City of Ilagan, Isabela. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2 under the FY 2025 GA with an approved budget for the contract of 116,436,900 pesos. So this project will involve the installation application of road safety facilities, particularly road lightings. For the scopes of work, there will be facilities for the engineer, other general requirements, earthworks, road bridge construction, particularly the reinforcing steel bar and structural concrete for the putting of the street light post, and miscellaneous structures such as roadway lighting and the underground electrical works. The total contract duration is 263 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, the required pickup license is size range of at least medium A. Bidders should have completed the contract on major category works with the construction cost of at least 50% of the ABC of the contract to be bid, or that is 58,218,450 pesos. The major category of work is EWCRSD or electrical work, construction, road safety system, solar LED street lights, solar stars, signalization. For the similar category of work, TEMS, traffic engineering management system, including road safety devices. For the project requirements, the work experience requirements for the key personnel are shown in the presentation, as well as in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. There will be one project manager, one project engineer, one materials engineer with an accreditation of materials engineer 1, one quantity engineer or surveyor, one foreman, and one safety officer. For the minimum major equipment requirements, they are also shown in the presentation as well as in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. For the minimum materials testing equipment required for the project, please refer to DO11 series of 2017. That's also.
Thank you, Sergio. So, for the second project, any question? Okay, being none, we now proceed with the third contract. Contract ID number 25B00126. Sergio.
Contract ID number 25B00126 re-advertised. Project name is BIP, access roads and/or bridges from the national roads leading to major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of Alcala Bridge at Alcala, Cagayan. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2 under the FY 2025 GAE with an approved budget for the contract of 9,900,000 pesos. This project will involve the completion of abutment B, completion of slope protection at abutment B, and construction of hexapods for scar protection at Pier 7. For the scopes of work, there will be other general requirements, roads, bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, protective works, and accessories. The total contract duration is 165 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, the required pickup license is size range of at least small b. For the SLCC, bidders should have completed the contract on major category works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the EPC of the contract to be bid, or that is equivalent to 4,950,000 pesos. Contractors under small B categories without similar experience on the contract to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PICA, Section 52.4.2.4. Nevertheless, it must still comply with the other eligibility requirements. For the major category of work, it is RCSPS, roads, construction, slope protection using structural measures. For the similar categories of work, as per supplemental bulletin number 1, they are shown in the presentation as well as in the supplemental bulletin 1 being released. Please refer to that document. For project requirements, the work experience requirements for the key personnel are shown in the presentation, and these are also indicated in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. Please take note that there should be one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer, one quantity engineer or surveyor, one foreman, one safety officer, and one pollution control officer. For the minimum major equipment requirements, they are shown in the presentation as well as in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. For the minimum materials testing equipment, kindly refer to DO 11 series of 2007.
Okay, thank you again, Sergio. So, any question with the third project?
No questions, sir.
So, being none, we now proceed with the fourth project, with contract ID number 25B00133. Okay, Sergio.
This project with contract ID number 25B00133 is O1 Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System Network Development Program, construction of bypass and diversion roads, Cauayan City Alternate Route, Govdi Bridge, Isabela. This is located in Cauayan City, Isabela. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2, and the funding source is FY 2025 GA with an approved budget for the contract of 38,179,260 pesos. So for this project, it will involve the completing of deck slab, sidewalk and railings for span 1 to 4, construction of approach slab A, installation of roadway lighting and removal of steel frameway. For the scope of works, there will be other general requirements, earthworks, surface course, road bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, and miscellaneous structures. The total contract duration is 240 calendar days. The required pickup license for the project is size range of at least medium A. For the SLCC, bidders should have completed the contract on major category of works with the construction cost of at least 50% of the EPC of the contract to be bid, or that is equivalent to 90,089,630 pesos. The major category of work is BCSWOP, bridge, construction, steel, superstructure without pipes. For the similar categories of work, as per supplemental bulletin number 1, are shown in the presentation and in the released supplemental bulletin number 1 dated March 16, 2026. For the project requirements, the work experience requirements for the key personnel are also shown in the presentation, and these were indicated also in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. One project manager, one project engineer with a provisional project engineer accreditation, one accredited materials engineer, one quantity engineer or surveyor, one foreman, one safety officer accredited by DOLE, and one pollution control officer with certificate of training issued by EMB recognized organization. For the minimum major equipment requirements, they are shown in the presentation, and these were also indicated in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. Please take note that for concrete batching plant, it must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards, and it must also be at least portable mechanical batching plant. Concrete mixture must be by weight as per DO 253 series of 2003. Lastly, please refer to DO 11 series of 2017 for the minimum materials testing equipment necessary for the project. That's all, sir.
Okay, thank you, Sir Joe. So, any question for the fourth project?
Yung pa lang, hindi naman naman problema sa technical issues, pero yung pa lang, yung regarding sa quarters ng mga engineers, kasi looban yan eh, medyo malayo sa Cauayan. Income nila.
Sir, I believe these projects were already discussed with the chief of the construction division, and they actually gave the planning and design division list of projects na lalagyan ng mga field jobs.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So, any other question? Sir Bo?
Isa rin yung concern namin sa namin dati. Hindi pa na base mine sa lupa yung 60,000 liters na water tank. Sa mga equipment. Masyado kasing malaki yan. Lalo dun sa isang project kanina na ano lang naman siya, solar lights. Tapos gagamit sila ng 16,000 liters na water tank.
Check namin sir kung may lower nandun sa
Ano mo, kasi yan sigurado equipment verification wala para makas.
sige sir, i-verify namin sir kung may lower.
O kaya payagan na instead na isang water tank na 16,000 para pwedeng 2,000.
Sige sir. Okay sir.
So, any other question for this project? So, being none, we'll proceed to the fifth project with contract ID number 25B00143. So again, Sir Joe.
Thank you, sir. For contract ID number 25B00143, re-advertised. The project name is Organizational Outcome 1, Ensure Safe and Reliable National Road System. Bridge Program, widening of permanent bridges, Bugnay Bridge, B01243LZ along Maharlika Highway. The location of the project is in Jedi, Nueva Vizcaya. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2. The funding source is FY 2025 GE with an approved budget for the contract of 28,950,000 pesos. This project will involve the construction of 21-meter concrete bridge on cast-in-place piles, including approaches, construction of drainage and slope protection structures, and installation of road safety facilities. For the scopes of work, there will be other general requirements, earthworks, sub-base and base course, surface courses, road bridge construction, drainage and slope protection structures, and miscellaneous structures. The total contract duration is 232 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, the required pickup license is size range of at least small b. For the SLCC, bidder should have completed the contract on major category works with the construction cost of at least 50% of the EPC of the contract to be bid, or equivalent to 14,475,000 pesos. The major category of work is BCCCP, bridges, construction, concrete with cast-in-place piles. For the similar category of work, BRT-CCP, bridges, retrofitting, concrete superstructure with cast-in-place piles. Please take note that contractors under small b categories without similar experience on the contract to be bid may still be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PICAP. Nevertheless, it must still comply with the other eligibility requirements. For the work experience requirements for the key personnel, they are shown in the presentation as well as in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. Key personnel will include one project manager, one project engineer with at least provisional project engineer accreditation, one materials engineer, accredited materials engineer one quantity engineer or surveyor, one foreman, one safety officer, and one pollution control officer. The minimum major equipment requirements are also shown in the presentation, and these were also indicated in the bid data sheets of the bidding documents. Please be informed that under the minimum major equipment requirements, the equipment for dynamic pile testing will be provided by the DPWH, while the professional who will conduct the testing will be shouldered by the winning bidder or contractor. And then SPT and descending machine were also included as part of the minimum major equipment requirements. Then please take note also that for concrete batching plant, it must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards, and it must at least be portable mechanical batching plant. Concrete mixture must be by weight as per DO 253 series of 2010. Lastly, for minimum materials testing equipment, please refer to DO 11 series of 2007. That's all, sir.
Okay, please Dr. Sergio. Thank you. Any question for the fifth project? So, being none, we will now proceed with the last project. With contract ID number 25B00153. Okay, Sergio.
The project name of 25B00153 is Convergence and Special Support Program sustainable infrastructure projects alleviating gaps, major strategic public buildings, facilities, construction of multipurpose building, Cagayan State University, Sanchez Mira Campus. The implementing office is DPWH Regional Office 2 under the FY 2025 JA. The approved budget for the contract is 4,825,000 pesos. This contract will involve the construction of new one-story building with roof deck. For the scope of works, there will be other general requirements, earthworks, plain and reinforced concrete works, finishing and other civil works, and electrical works. The contract duration, the total contract duration is 107 calendar days. For the eligibility requirements, the required pickup license is size range of at least small b. For the SLCC, the bidder should have completed the contract on major category of works with a construction cost of at least 50% of the EBC of the contract to be bid, or that is 2,412,500 pesos. Please take note that contractors under small b categories without similar experience on the contract to be bid may be allowed to bid if the cost of such contract is not more than the allowable range of contract cost of their registration based on the guidelines as prescribed by the PICAP. Nevertheless, you must still comply with the other eligibility requirements. The major category of work is BICWOPLC, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise, concrete frame, 1 to 5 stories. For the similar categories of work, as per supplemental bulletin number 1, they are shown in the presentation, and these were also indicated in the supplemental bid bulletin number 1 dated March 16, 2026. For the key personnel requirement, there must be 1 project manager, 1 provisional project engineer, 1 accredited materials engineer, 1 quantity engineer or surveyor, 1 foreman, and 1 safety officer. For the minimum major equipment requirements, they are shown in the presentation as well as in the bid data sheet of the bidding documents. Please take note that for concrete batching plant, it must be accredited by the Bureau of Research and Standards. It must be at least portable mechanical batching plant. Concrete mixture must be by weight as per DO 253 series of 2003. And lastly, for the minimum materials testing equipment, please refer to DO 11 series of 2017. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sir Joe. So for the last project, any question? Okay, we have none. So we're now done with the presentation of the details of the contract. We now proceed to the presentation of the requirements of bidding documents. Documents should be submitted by the bidders, criteria and procedure of eligibility check, preliminary examination of bids, detailed evaluation of bids, post-qualification, and award to be discussed and presented by Ma'am Andelus Capasilio. Ma'am Andelus.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everybody. For the technical and financial requirements, the contents of the first envelope under the technical proposal. The first bid envelope shall contain the following technical documents, including the eligibility documents: A. Field-Jet Certificate of Registration, Platinum Membership, in accordance with Section 20 of the IRR. B. Pickup License and Registration in case of joint venture. C. Statement of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. D. D. Statement of the bidders SLCC. E. An FCC computation in accordance with ITB Clause 5.6. F. Joint venture agreement if applicable. G. Bid security in the prescribed form and amount in accordance with the ITB Clause 16 and validity period under ITB Clause 15. H is the project requirements, which shall include the following: organizational chart, list of contractors' personnel, list of contractors' major equipment, omnibus sworn statement, sworn affidavit of the bidder that it is not related to the head of the procuring entity, members of the BAC, the TWG, the BAC Secretariat, the head of the end user unit, by consanguinity or affinity, up to the third civil degree, including disclosure of beneficial ownership under Section 81.1 of RA 12009. The latest general information sheet for corporations, partnerships, ISO certification applicable for infrastructure projects with an approved budget for the contract or the ABC of 30 million and above. For the registration in the DPWH Civil Works Application or CWA, if the bidder is not enrolled in the CWA, the bidder must submit its Class A and Class B documents, excluding the 5 Class A documents covered by the BuildDev's registration certificate. If the bidder is enrolled in the CWA, update the pertinent documents in the CWA through the contractor's profile application in the DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph. For the bid security, the bidder at its option shall submit a bid security in the form and amount as stated in the bid data sheet, which may include the following: cash or cashier's or manager's check issued by a bank. For biddings conducted by LGUs, the cashier's or manager's check may be issued by other banks certified by the BSP as authorized to issue such financial instrument. The amount of bid security is equivalent to 2% of ATC. Bank draft, guarantee, or irrevocable letter of credit issued by a bank, provided, however, that it shall be confirmed or authenticated by a local bank if issued by a foreign bank. For biddings conducted by LBUs, the bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit may be issued by other banks certified by the BSP as authorized to issue such financial instrument in which the amount of bid security is equivalent to 5% of ABC. Next is the surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or an insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security in which the amount of bid security is equivalent to 5% of ABC. And next is the bid securing declaration in which the bid security is not applicable. For the contents of the second envelope under the financial proposal, the second bid envelope shall contain the following: A. Financial bid form, which include the bid prices. B. Bill of quantities in accordance with IDB clauses 13.1. C. Duly accomplished detailed estimates form, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid. And lastly, the cash flow by quarter. The bid evaluation and post-qualification shall be conducted in accordance with RA 12009 and its implementing rules and regulations and other relevant department orders and or policies. Reminders: the deadline for submission of clarification will be 10 calendar days before submission of bids. The supplemental bid bulletins, if any, shall be posted in the FieldDev's and DPWH websites. The deadline for submission of bids will be on March 31, 2026, until 10 a.m. Manual submission in the Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Garlic Sur, Tuguedo City, Cagayan. For electronic submission, electronic bids _R2@dpwh.gov.ph. For the number of copy of bid proposal, 1 original copy is sealed in an envelope. The date and place of opening of bids will be on March 31, 2026, after the deadline of receipt of bids. At the Procurement Conference Room, 4th floor, DPWH Regional Office 2, Extension Building 2, Regional Government Center, Garlic Sur, Tuguedo City, Cagayan. Bidding documents and plan may be downloaded from the field jobs and DPWH websites. That's all, Mr. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma'am Adelus. Since we're done with our agenda for today, and there are no other matters to discuss, any motion for adjournment?
Mr. Vice Chair, I move that the private conference for civil works projects be adjourned.
Second motion. Since there is no motion, there is a motion, and it's duly seconded, and I now declare this procurement activity adjourned. Thank you, and everyone.